Hey guys, it's Westy here. We're just on the dam. We're at Moogra today and we're just going to have a look at the actual Lowrance Eagle Eye Live on the water. You would have seen the install and the unboxing, so this is the first time we've been able to get out on the water and give this thing a run. I've turned it on, we found some fish, and we'll give you guys a look. As you can see there, we've got some fish just sitting here. We're sitting in 34 foot of water and this is 80 foot out and I'm seeing fish here. I've got a screen recording so I'll be able to overlay better stuff here just to show you guys. Just gonna get a menu. I'll just go out of here, stop recording for a second. Stop recording and I'm gonna start recording again. It's gonna ask me to go to the SD card, yes. Start recording. Right, so we'll just have a bit of a scan around here. You can just see there's a few fish sort of coming through. I'll just see if we can find a bit more. I've got a little bit of a video earlier before where I just had a couple of casts and you see a couple of fish chasing the bait, so I'll overlay that now. But as you can see here, there's your bass there. It's 20 foot down and it's about 45 foot out. So like I said, I've got a video recording of that, so we'll be able to have a better look at it. Right, we are in post-production at home looking at the recording now, just looking through what we've got here. So as you can see, it does not have showing the distance out or the depth, but it is 90 foot out, 40 foot down, but we're in 34 foot of water. And you can see a fish sort of mid-column coming towards the boat there. And it looks to see a bit of bait up the top there around that 20 foot mark. It's a little bit grainy, but that's because I've got the gain turned up to like +8 just to help make the fish pop a little bit better. I find when in forward facing, like in forward mode, that turning up the auto contrast up a few notches helps you see the fish a lot better. It does put a little bit more grain through the picture, but that's just what you get when you turn up the contrast. As you can see, there's a little bit of bait forming there, a couple of fish coming in there as well. We'll just let the video play a little bit and we'll get to see a little bit more and I'll just commentate as we're watching it together. You see the lure there drop down about 20 foot there. It's coming up at that angle of 45 back to the boat. I'm going to cast it again. And there, where is it coming down? Coming down there at about 60 foot. As you can sort of see it coming down towards the bottom. There's bait sitting suspended there. And there's some fish coming through further out away from the boat. Just coming through the beam as we're sort of panning around with the electric motor. You see a few more fish popping through. One there, bit of bait there, and some fish there down at 90 foot. I've just dropped the lure in front of those fish now. Rolling it back to the boat, you see the fish race up and chase it, sort of flashing it a little bit, shy it away, and then boom, that's a fish capture there. One's taken it away and I've hooked up, and as I've done that, you can see more fish forming up further out from the boat, suspending, and there's seems to be a little bit of bait with those fish on. Here's another clip, a good showing of some fish out at that 80 foot mark. That's 90 foot's at the end of the screen. So that's, yeah, fish at 80 foot, sort of milling around a little bit, traveling along. And you can see there's a bit of separation too. There's ones that are sitting a little bit deeper and one's a little bit higher. And there seems to be a couple there just near the boat as well. You just see that one duck away to the bottom, onto the bottom of the lake there. They blend in pretty well when they go super hard to the bottom. But if you know the structure or the lay of the land, I guess, underneath the dam, on the dam floor, you'll know whether or not it should be super flat, or if it's a rocky bottom, then you can tell that it is. If it's smooth and there's lumps, well then you know that there's bass there. It's not just the bottom. It's a little bit wavy on that day, so it's, I apologize for the up and downness of the screen, but you can definitely see that there's fish suspended there. They're coming in and out of the transducer beam, so they're just sort of cruising around at this point in time. Okay, a few more sort of just coming through there. This particular day out on the lake, we came across a small patch of fish, and I was just trying to pan the electric motor around and just try and keep them at a distance so it was easier to cast towards them and try and entice the bite. But yeah, it was a bit wavy. It was a storm coming through, so it made it a little bit awkward to get perfect recordings without the boat, rocking backwards and forwards. But this is something you have to test in all conditions. So you can see there why the screen's going up and down, because the front of the boat's going up and down with the waves. As you can see now, some more fish have just popped up in the transducer. 2 out there. One just popped out there at 90 foot. He's just gone out of the beam. He's coming back. There's a big, nice bit of bait there coming through. Here we go. Here's some more fish coming through onto the transducer now, out at that sort of like 70 foot mark and 60 foot. There's a few more there. I've just panned around with the electric, just trying to get a clearer view of what's going on. Looking around in general. There's a bit of bait popping up here and there. Fish suspended as well. There's a fish there, just came up on the bottom. There's another one on the bottom there. So you can definitely see fish. There's no problems with that at all. And, that's out at 90 foot and not having a problem at all. Seeing fish and being able to cast to them, like every forward facing, you've got to learn where to cast and have your transducer pointing in that same direction to pick up your lure. This day was more of finding fish and seeing what they look like on the sounder and working out how wide that sort of beam is when you're out there fishing. The live unit, this particular one, which is the Eagle Eye, has the same quality arrays in the transducer as the AT2 does. It just has less of them, which means they don't have to have the black box to process all the information from the multiple different arrays, where this unit has has less than the AT2, so they don't need the box. So as you see in there was a few fish coming through there. Good target separation, which is good. As you can see there seems to be fish coming in and out of the beam there, which was good. We sat on these fish for a little while, and it was good to see, them moving in and out of the beam, and then just slightly adjusting that electric motor to, get it right and pointed straight at them. Definitely think this is a great unit for a beginner or someone that's looking at not spending a fortune and a whole setup for the actual live sonar technology, where this is all in one. So, yep, I definitely recommend this for someone that, wants to get into it without spending all that money. Be interested to see what you guys think while looking at this video. Put down some comments, see what you think. If you've already got one or looking at getting one, some things. You can see those fish there just quickly, slowly moving towards the boat through the column and picking up on those fish right out at 90 foot. Like, that's easily to be targeted. A good cast will, land in that direction if you cast that way, and you can see them. There's a few more coming through now, and they were good fish. So those bass that we did catch in this area are around about anywhere from 40 to sort of 48 centimeter size fish. So it sort of gives an indication on the size of the fish that we were looking at on the screen there. As you can see, some of them are, swimming towards the boat, moving at different heights, and you can sort of see that they're separating from each other. So it was good to see. It was good to get it on the water and give it a good test. A bit of bait there coming through there as well. So I hope you guys like the bit of a review I got going on here, and look out for a few more coming your way. Hopefully I can get on my dad's boat again and run some more film and stuff like that, and some more recordings. Might have a few other little snippets that I've got on the recording that I did that day as well. So thanks again for watching, guys. See you next time.